I don't think it's much of a secret at all that most of what Vinegar Syndrome puts out isn't really my cup of tea. I mean, they've done great stuff. They gave Death Wish 2, which I was excited about. I adore Dead Heat. They gave us Amityville. We're talking really good titles. And then even into more deluxe VSU type stuff. I loved these releases. But I have to give Vinegar Syndrome a ton of credit that their sub-label, Cinématographe, I'm loving it right now. I am loving it. As I'm filming this, it's April 1st. We've only been through 3 full months, and they are already just put up their 5th release. And I'm game on all 5. And that is something I've never gotten with Vinegar Syndrome before. There's been entire months where they've put stuff up. I wanted none of it. I was interested in none of it. I haven't really been shy about it. That a lot of that, like, deep cut, culty horror that, like, some people love, what made Vinegar Syndrome what it is, not really my cup of tea. It's honestly not. But what Cinématographe, though, what that sub-label is doing is totally my jam, and I'm loving it. Like, they came out of the gates strong with Little Darlings, and I mean strong. This is right now contending as like my favorite release of the year at the moment. I fucking love this release. It is so good. But they gave us absolutely beautiful packaging, like stunning packaging. I love when they put those things in there. And then the movie itself, this movie, loved it. What an underrated gem, hidden gem out there. I adored it. Red Rock West. I had a blast. This was first time to, by the way, this was first time to high definition at all. Not even just high definition. This thing skipped straight from like Laserdisc as the best version to now a 4K. It didn't even have a DVD. And they gave it that release. Red Rock West, the best it had was a DVD. And then we got Cinématographe line and Umbrella giving us this at the same exact time. And the Cinématographe one is freaking great. This is a great release. This is a really good Nick Cage movie. So we're 2 for 2 at the moment. Absolute bangers. So then they put out release number 3, which is now fully available. I don't have it in hand because I have it pre-ordered with release. Well, technically 5. But Going South, which is a Jack Nicholson directed and starring movie from the late 70s, I believe it is. I've never seen this movie. It looks and sounds good. And this has never had anything past a DVD. There's been no Blu-ray. And now it's got a 4K thanks to the Cinématographe line. Again, that's 3 for 3 on ones that legitimately interest me. Then we go on to next announcement actually being released 5 because they went into their halfway to Black Friday sale, which they do every year. Vinegar Syndrome does it. And they put up the movie Dangerous Game with Harvey Keitel and Madonna. And I don't believe I've seen this one. It sounds familiar, and this might be one of the ones that I start watching, like, yeah, I did see this. But everything based off description, I'm totally in. And again, it sounds like something up my alley. I will say, though, this is the first one of the ones for this line that already had a Blu-ray. This had an olive release Blu-ray. But Vinegar Syndrome is really good at transfers, and I imagine this will blow the Olive Films version out of the water. But yes, it had a Blu-ray. It's getting a Blu-ray, but it's getting probably a significantly better Blu-ray. So yeah, release 5, I'm in. But now we have to backtrack to announcement number 4, which is the Paul Schrader movie Touch from 1997. I'm totally in on this. The cast is freaking stacked. Like, this is an absolutely killer cast. and it stars Christopher Walken as the lead. Yes, please. I've not seen this one, but Paul Schrader, for as much of kind of an ass he is in person or as a person, the dude writes good movies and directs pretty damn good movies. I've liked a good chunk of his stuff, but if you're not familiar with the Paul Schrader name, if you want to know some of the big stuff, Taxi Driver is his. Raging Bull is his as the writer. Obviously, Scorsese as the director. But even newer-wise, I enjoyed the heck out of First Reformed. I thought First Reformed was great. That was both written and directed by Paul Schrader. And he's done lots of other great stuff in between all of those. The guy writes good stuff. So his name alone has me already intrigued in seeing this movie touch. Enough so, I already put my order in. I ordered the bundle that includes the novel that it's based off of. So that puts me at all 5 ordered for this line right now and legit interested in all 5. Already watched 2, thought they were freaking great. This line, guys, I'm very happy. I hope it never strays off of what it seems to be, which is giving a lot of like 80s and 90s more like gritty, forgotten movies a chance again, giving them good releases. It sort of kind of feels like, I don't really know their full intention on how they're picking movies, but I know they're 5 for 5 for me right now on interest level. They also, Vinegar Syndrome has like another sub-label called Vinegar Syndrome Labs, which when that came out, I was hyped as heck. They gave, I like my older movies, and Flesh and Fantasy and Cat Creeps are really good movies. And I thought these were freaking fantastic releases. I was super happy with these. And then the Labs line, I don't know, strayed from what I guess I thought it was. I thought its intention was to kind of rescue and preserve some of these like older black and white movies that still kind of fit into that whole aesthetic of Vinegar Syndrome, but stuff that kind of needs help and rescue and restoration. And that's not what it felt like it's turned into. I haven't been getting more of like this type of movie, which has been disappointing. So the Labs label went from one I was really hyped for now to like kind of whatever. Hopefully they give more stuff I'm interested in, but since those, there's not really been much that I've been interested in. But this line, 5 for 5. I hope they keep it up, man. I really freaking hope they keep it up. Vinegar Syndrome actually has me excited for their monthly releases right now to announce their new stuff. That's big for me because I put out a video a while ago where I was excited about Vinegar Syndrome because they were cranking out stuff I cared about. And then they just stopped releasing things I cared about. And it was just month after month after month of just stuff that just doesn't interest me. So I'm happy to have stuff to be excited again for Vinegar Syndrome. So, awesome. That is all I have. If you've seen any of the 3 that are out right now, because like I said, Going South is out, and these are out, let me know your thoughts down below. As I said, personally, this is like towards the top of the entire, well, not that we're that far into the year, but this is towards the top of the freaking year for me. I love this one. So, yeah, let me know thoughts, if you've been enjoying this line at all, and I will see you in the next one.